Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday, November 11th, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, the King of the Ice and Fantasy Football Guru, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your afternoons and hanging out as we discuss tonight's massive 11-game NHL slate. I will also recap last night's 2-1 night, some plus money there for everybody. And of course, Thursday night NFL DFS between the Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. So this show, Pete's Power Plays, as always, is sponsored by BetUS. Yes, 12 Ounce Sports is an official partner of BetUS. Sign up with an account today. Use the promo code 12 Ounce, and they'll match your first deposit up to basically 125%. So it's a good deal there. BetUS, promo code 12 Ounce, and they'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Simple as that. Zingo TV, channel 761. Those that have it, welcome aboard. If you don't have Zingo TV, it's a free app. Download it on every streaming device out there. When you do set up with an account, use the promo code 12 Ounce like usual. And then flip over to channel 761 where you'll be hearing today's episode live of Pete's Power Plays. And Amazon.com. All right, the website, the crew has a website out there. We have a website out there. So support us today. Buy something. Cold weather is upon us. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. And don't forget to check out the 12 Ounce Sports Store as we have a bunch of shows on our network, great shows too. And everyone's basically getting in the mix with their own apparel. So stop by, drop by, whatever you want to do. Get some Philly Pete apparel, some Pete's Power Plays. Again, the hoodies are a great commodity. I would recommend that big time. So check it out today on the 12 Ounce Sports Store. Okay, so today's Thursday, last day of the show. Or I should say last show for the week, I should say. It's tough. I mean, it's scary. Time goes by so fast when you do this show. You really do. It really does. It really does happen that way. But let's rock it out. Huge show on tap today. Like I said, 11-game breakdown tonight. We'll rock that out. Last night's recap. Let's do that real fast. Now that I have a bunch of you on and everyone's in the hockey glory, let's do it. So we go 2-1 last night. All right. Flyers plus 1.5, Preds plus 1.5, puck line parlay at plus 125. That fell short. Of course, the Flyers did not show up. But that's just the way it is. Toronto was just a better team last night. They really were. But of course, the Predators had no problem winning. That was also on the show. Show plays Predators money line that cashed out at plus 130. Puck line also cashed out as well. So if you did listen to the show and you took the Preds, like I said, not all my plays that I talk about on the show are going to be on my cards. So if there's something that you like, I highly recommend you rewind, go back into my show from what you missed out, and take the bet that you like when I break down each game. This is why I do this show. So like I said, if a play's not there that you like, like Predators money line, that wasn't on the card, but it was on the show, and it won. So if you took it, more power to you. That's how it's got to be. All right, Wild Coyotes over 5.5. That was a easy winner. So Twitter goes 1-1, and then the clients had the Wild in regulation at minus 135, so that cashed out. So we go 2-1 on the night with basically a plus 1 overall unit. So some positive vibes there. It's good to see. NHL season, 95 wins, 117 losses, and 4 pushes, minus 34.1 overall units. So hey, we got to chip back. We'll chip back, and we'll be okay. All right, we just got to chip back into it. Like I said, it's just part of the process. It's part of what happens. It's part of being a capper. There's no need to hide. No need to hide losses. Like I did yesterday. You go 0-11, and I posted it minus 12.5 units. All right, I'm not scared. I'm not scared to post losing records. I'm really not. So that's what being a true capper is all about. And obviously, you gain a lot of respect from doing that. Cause like I said, a lot of people will hide, and most of you do. But those cappers that I know, the cappers I do know, very trustworthy people, and they do give out their losses and they don't hide. So that's why, they get the respect they get as well. So, but there you go. 2-1 the night plus 1 overall unit. We'll take it. We'll take it to the bank and run. All right, NFL DFS. Let's do this real fast because we have 11 games on tap, and I want to get and break down all these games for you guys and give you my best angles, of course. Oh, also, just this just in, the Panthers have signed Cam Newton back to Carolina. Wow, okay, that just came in. So, breaking news right there. Cam Newton is heading back to the Carolina Panthers, where he started it all. So, there you go. Sam Darnold hurt, of course. They need somebody. So Cam is back with Carolina, and let's see what happens. See what he does to Carolina. Maybe it might boost his team a little bit. He might be washed up. Time will tell. But yes, Cam Newton is back with the Carolina Panthers. Okay, let's see here. So we have the Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Okay, so for tonight, I do like the Ravens here minus 7.5. I will buy the hook though, and buy the half point to 7. All right, so we can guarantee ourselves a push. But at minus 7.5, I think that's a good observation there. I think that's a good play, regardless. But again, I will buy the hook. I will buy the $1.20, $1.25, and buy the hook for 7. So I like the Ravens minus 7. And Thursday night games are always sloppy. I feel like they're always sloppy. Bunch of overs, bunch of unders. These two defenses, specifically Miami, are not that great. Baltimore's defense hasn't been the best at all lately either, but obviously Baltimore's offense is highly potent. Can Miami score? It's very possible. They will. They will score. Depends how much. Depends how many points they do put up on the board. So the over-under is at 47, and I'm leaning the under here. I like the under 47 here. Like I said on Mike's show earlier, I like Baltimore 31-10 here. You get 41 points, you get the under, and you get a clean, easy minus 7 there as well. But my more confident play is definitely that Baltimore Ravens minus 7 spot tonight for that Thursday night football game down there in South Florida. Okay, so DFS. DFS lineups. Like I said yesterday, Lamar Jackson, Rashad Bateman, and Tua Tagovailoa. Basically, were my 3 players yesterday. So. And again, we're not sure which quarterback's going to be playing. Mostly it will be Tua. And that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling right now. So give me Lamar Jackson as your MVP. Give me Mac, and then you have your flexes. So Lamar Jackson, I feel like should be everyone's MVP. I feel like when it comes to this game here tonight, Lamar, and then give me Tua. Give me Tua here as well. Give me Rashad Bateman, obviously because I talked about them yesterday. Give me a Mac Collins and give me a Myles Gaskin. I do think that Gaskin is good. Is a good pass catcher as well in the backfield. They really don't have much in the backfield besides Ahmad. And they don't really use him as much compared to Gaskin. So I do like Gaskin in this spot here with Mac Collins, Tua, Rashad Bateman, and then your MVP should be Lamar Jackson. So of course, just look out, Twitter clients, look out for your typical Thursday night lineup from me, and there we go. That's how it will be. Okay. What we've all been waiting for. Tonight's games. All right. We have about 20 minutes left. I'll talk about a game or two, and then I'll go to... actually, you know what? I want to take a quick commercial break right now. And when I get back, we're going to have a nice 20 minutes of fun breaking down the NHL. So give me 2, sit back, relax, and I'll be right back.
Ounce Sports has a new home for betting. BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12 Ounce Sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 120OZE and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sportsbook. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Thursday, November 11th, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, as always, the king of the ice and fantasy football guru, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. This show, as always, is sponsored by BetUS. Create an account with them today. Use the promo code 12ounce, and they will match your first deposit up to 125%. Zingo TV, channel 761, that's Zingo. Again, create an account today, and by doing so, make sure you flip over to channel 761, where today's episode live of Pete's Power Plays, of course. And Amazon.com, of course, the cold weather is upon us. Support the crew today. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon, and don't forget to check out the 12 Ounce Sports Store, where you can basically buy whatever you want in terms of shows. A lot of people, World Hockey Report has their apparel. Of course, Pete's Power Plays. I have my own apparel. Check everyone else today. Everyone has their own apparel. So good stuff there. Good stuff. Make sure to check it out. Okay. So here we go. 12-12 on the East. Let's do it. Edmonton at the Boston Bruins. Over-under set at 6.5 goals. The Boston Bruins minus 140 on the money line. Edmonton plus 120 on the money line. 60% of the money going towards Edmonton there at that dog spot plus 120. I like that. Edmonton is 3-1 on the road, 2-2 when covering the puck line, and 7-3 in their last 10 when it comes to the overs. Boston at home, like always, 5-0 at home, 2-3 when covering the puck line at home, and 4-6 when it comes to the over. All right, there's a lot of goals here. 6.5 goals. That's a lot for me, especially if this was in Edmonton, I would consider taking the over, but this is in Boston. I expect a decent amount of defense going on in this game, as much as we do see the dynamic duo between Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. But the team total for Edmonton is 2.5 at minus 130. That is I would consider that more than the actual over in this game. I could see a 3-2 sort of game, or 3-2. Either way, I really do see that Edmonton could get this over 2.5 goals. That seems like it's a I don't want to say it's automatic, but when you see Edmonton play in general, it's kind of like, all right, well, 2.5. You rarely see that on the road. But that's just the way it is. And team total over 2.5. That's what I like here. I do like the team total there on minus 130 there. So then when it comes to the over 6.5, again, that's too many goals for me. I like the under 6.5 in this spot here. And you know what? I want to take a chance here. Give me Edmonton on the money line at plus 120. We had a couple dogs cash out. I said we had a dog cash out last night with the Predators at plus 120. That's just the way to go. I'm telling you, a lot of dogs. I like a lot of dogs here tonight. So give me the Oilers here at plus 120. Puck line at plus 1.5 is about minus 200. I would not consider doing that unless if you want to put that in a parlay with something else. So that's how it's got to be. So Edmonton plus 120 money line. Give that to me. Give me the under 6.5 between these two as well. And listen, as much as Boston is good at home, Oilers are on a mission. They really are on a mission here. And again, their road record's 3-1 on the road, so they're playing good. They are playing good. So, and of course, a team total over 2.5 at minus 130. You really can't ignore that. So there you go. Edmonton, Boston. All right, moving on. Calgary at Montreal. Over-unders at 5.5. Calgary minus 135 on the money line. Montreal plus 115. 75% of the money going towards the Flames there. Very, very heavily in terms of money-wise. And 25% of the money going towards Montreal there at home. All right, Calgary's been playing red hot. No pun intended there. 5-1 on the road. 5-1 on the road covering the puck line. And 5-5 in their last 10 when it comes to the overs. Montreal at home, 2-5-1, 2-6 when covering the puck line, and 6-4 in their last 10 with the overs. I'm back in Calgary in this one. I do. They have a great road record, a great puck line road record as well. That minus 135 spot is not that bad. I will definitely pay $1.35 for that. That's how I'm feeling, especially because the money is going their direction as well. But they're just playing good hockey. They're playing extremely well. I like the way they're doing. A lot of chemistry there, and basically they're right there. They're in the mix of everything. Top of the division right there. So Calgary Flames minus 135 on the money line. Lock that in for me right now. I also like the under 5.5 in this game. I know both these teams are somewhat trending on the over, but Montreal at home tends to play a little bit differently, I feel. Calgary could get a 3-1 win here, 3-2, I feel like, but I just think Calgary will walk away with this game. And again, just the under. Something about the Canadian teams that I feel like it's a lot more hip checks, a lot more gruesomeness compared to out of the country, basically. So Calgary money line, under 5.5. There you go, there in Montreal. Okay, the LA Kings at the Ottawa Senators. Over-unders at 5.5. This is a pick'em game. I mean, Ottawa's at minus 105. LA's at minus 105. Both are 50% when it comes to the money. Ottawa just had a bunch of people on the COVID list. So, but this reminds me of that San Jose Sharks Winnipeg Jets game that we had, a couple weeks ago, where a lot of people in the Sharks were on COVID, and Sharks ended up winning without 7 players, and they won pretty decisively as well. So, could this be a repeat? I hope not. The Kings are coming into Ottawa, winning 5 straight games. Ottawa has lost 5 in a row. So, I mean, this is a back and forth sort of game. LA is 2-3-1 on the road, 4-2 in their last 6, covering the puck line away, and 3-7 with the overs. Ottawa 2-5 at home, 3-4 covering the puck line at home, and 4-5-1 with the overs here. So again, LA's won 5 in a row. Sens have lost 5 in a row. So will the tables turn here? Are we going to play scared again like we did with the Winnipeg Jets and be like, hey, let's get off the Sharks and let's bet the Jets because of 7 players not playing? Okay. Well, it's going to have to happen eventually. This is the LA Kings' last game for the trip before they head back. Are they tired? We'll see. They're playing red hot. I'm going to go with the Ottawa Senators here. Give me a chance here. I like the Sens at home. 5 straight losses. It's time for a win. Don't get me wrong. Kings have been playing extremely well as of late in their last 5. Of course, they won 5 in a row. But you got to take a chance here. You can't be playing scared anymore. I know COVID protocols is hitting this team pretty bad. But give me the Senators here at home. It's just written. It's just written for me. That's just how I feel. But when it comes to the over/under, I like the over 5.5 as well. I think we're going to see a fair share of goals in this game as well. As though it does trend under, and that's what I said last night between the Stars and Preds, and that went well over. I want to go with the over in this game. Over 5.5. Okay, it's about at minus 110. Best you can get here. I think we're going to get there. It's something about this game that I do feel like the over is going to cash, and Ottawa somehow will win without 5-6 players because of COVID. So that's how I'm doing. Going by gut on this one here. So Sens money line over 5.5. All right, Islanders at the New Jersey Devils. Over/unders at 5.5. Islanders minus 140 on the money line. Devils plus 120. On the money line. 70% of the money going towards the Isles there at minus 140. Not surprised there. 30% of the money going towards the Devils there. Okay, so basically, that Islanders. Here we go. Islanders 5-3-1 on the road. 5-5 on covering the puck line on the road. 3-6-1 with the overs. Devils 4-2-1 at home. 2-5 though when covering the puck line at home, and 3-5-2 with the overs. Okay, well the last time we had a Jersey Devil under, it went over. Okay, that was against the Florida Panthers. So do I come back here? Yeah, because the Islanders' offense is not as good as the Florida Panthers is. So, but I do like the Islanders in this game here at minus 140. Give me that. I will take that to the bank. I can't trust the Devils right now as much as I want to. But again, it's tough to trust the Devils here, even at that plus 120 spot. But give me the Isles here, making a trip south real quick. Minus 140. It's not a bad line whatsoever, and I like the under 5.5 between the Islanders and the New Jersey Devils. Okay. Florida Panthers at the Pittsburgh Penguins. Over/under set at 6. Florida minus 125 on the money line. Pittsburgh plus 105 as a small dog at home. 70% of the money going towards Florida. Okay, I'm not surprised. 30% of the money going towards Pittsburgh. Florida 3-2-1 on the road. 3-3 when covering the puck line on the road. And 5-5 when it comes to the overs. Pittsburgh 3-3-2 at home. 2-6 at home though when covering the puck line, and 5-4-1 when it comes to the overs. So, like I said, this is a game. This is going to be a good game here tonight. It's going to be an extremely good game. You have good, teams that are due for a win here. Florida lost 2 straight. I think they're due. And at that number at -125, that's where I got to go. I'm going to go with the Panthers money line here at -125. I like the over 6 here as well. Like I said, I think we're going to get our fair share of goals. Florida's hungry for a win, and I do expect them to get to that number. I really do. I know we haven't seen it lately, and these teams are playing basically 5-5 hockey with trending with the overs. But these teams are very, very capable of getting that number over, and I think that's what I'm going to rock with tonight. So over 6, and the Florida Panthers -125 on the money line. All right, Washington Capitals at the Detroit Red Wings. Over/under is set at 6 once again. Caps -140, Detroit +120. Again, 70% of the money going towards the Capitals there. Not surprised. But this Detroit team has been playing extremely well as of late. Caps 2-1-1 on the road, 4-0 when covering the puck line on the road, 5-5 with the over. Okay, over in their last 10. Detroit +120 on the money line at home, 4-1-2 at home, 6-1 when covering the puck line at home, and 6-4 with the overs here. This is a tough game. This is a tough game to consider. I mean, Detroit has been very much surprising people as of late. Do we get it tonight again? I mean, listen, they beat Edmonton the other night, so I'm not surprised there. But at +120, it's tough to ignore that, especially at home. I know Washington's playing pretty solid as well, but I want to go with here. I want to go with the Detroit Red Wings here on the money line at +120. Something about this game here tonight that I like. And again, they're scoring too. They're scoring goals. The Caps can score at will. So give me the over 6 as well, and Detroit money line at +120. Again, something about this team, something about this game that I'm feeling that Detroit does take advantage of and wins here again. They were playing very well as of late. We've got 5 games left, about 8 minutes to go. Let's rock these out. Okay, Nashville Predators at the St. Louis Blues over/under at 5.5. Blues -180. Nashville +160 on the money line. Of course, Nashville just hit last night at +130 against Dallas. Now they go to St. Louis, obviously, for a back-to-back, tired legs, most likely. 85% of the money is going towards St. Louis here, so obviously this is a big. This is the biggest. This is the biggest number of the night right here. So 85%, 15%. Give me a second here. That was pretty funny. But St. Louis opened up at -150. They're now up to -180. So my dad just slipped, so it was actually kind of funny. But he's okay. He's okay. St. Louis opened up at -150. Now they're at -180. So obviously a lot of money going towards the Blues there. At -180 again, it's just too juicy for me to take. Maybe put that in a parlay with something that you like that I talked about. But St. Louis, to me, I just feel like they're going to win this game. I like the -1 in this game. But I will, money line, of course. I do like St. Louis to win this game on the money line. But I like the -1 as well. That's about -130-ish. So you can't, that's I'd rather pay $1.30 than $1.80 for a team to win. But then again, you had that thing where the Blues could win 4-3, and that -180 cashes out. And that -1 will just push. But I'm on it all. I like the Blues here, -1. I like the Blues in the money line as well. And you know what? I like the sprinkle at -1.5 as well. Get some plus value out of that for the Blues. Blues are 3-1 at home, 3-1 when covering the puck line at home, and 4-6 with the overs. Nashville 4-2-1 on the road, 5-2 when covering the puck line on the road, and 4-6 with the over as well. All right. Well, listen, the Predators have been scoring a lot too as well. They had, they scored a fair share last night against Dallas. Do we see it here tonight? It's very possible. I do. I like the over 5.5 in this game. I want a lot of overs here tonight. I like the over 5.5 in this game, and I like the St. Louis Blues. I'm all in on the Blues. -1, -1.5, and the Blues on the money line as well. San Jose Sharks at the Winnipeg Jets, over/under once again at 5.5. Winnipeg -180 on the money line. San Jose +160 on the money line. Is this a revenge factor from what happened last time? Very, very possible. 75% of the money is going towards the Winnipeg Jets here. 25% of the money going towards the Sharks. Sharks have been playing extremely well too. I mean, 4-2 on the road, 5-1 on the puck line away, and 4-6 with the overs. Winnipeg 4-1 at home, 4-2 at home covering the puck line, and of course 5-4-1 when it comes to the overs. All right, this opened up at -160, now at -180. So give me the Jets. I do like the Jets here. I would even parlay Jets Blues on the money line parlay here as well. I like that two-teamer. I like the Jets. Jets money line, Jets -1 as well, just like the Blues here. And this game last time they played went under. So 5.5 is a tough spot. I was expecting 6 here, but at 5.5, I want to go with the under in this game. Like I said, Winnipeg is 5-4-1 in their last 10 with the overs. I know they've been getting scored on a lot, but I just think this is a game where I feel like you think it's going to go over, but it's going to go under, and that's where I'm leaning. I like the under 5.5. Sharks, Jets, and I'm all over the Jets in this one. I really am. All right. Vancouver Canucks at the Colorado Avalanche. Over-under at 5.5 once again. Avs -200 on the money line. Absolutely crazy here. Vancouver +165 on the money line. Is this a potential upset here? Possible. Again, over-under is at 5.5. 75-25 split. 75% of the money going towards Colorado. I'm not surprised. Vancouver 3-2-1 on the road, 4-2 on the road covering the puck line, and 2-7-1 in their last 10 with the overs. Yeah, they're not playing over hockey, but when they played Dallas, they went over. They went over the total. Colorado 2-2-1 at home, 2-3 at home covering the puck line, 6-3-1 with the overs. All right, you know what? We need like a big dog play here tonight, and this is exactly where I'm going. I just like the way the Canucks have been playing pretty well. Colorado is still kind of depleted. They haven't looked good as of late. Give me the Canucks money line +165. I'm going big or go home in this situation here. I like the Canucks +1.5. 4-2 on the road covering the puck line. That's a pretty solid stat right there. And I think they'll keep in range here with the Avs. So give me the Canucks +1.5 and the money line at +165. When it comes to this over/under, as much as it's 2-7-1 for the Canucks, I mean, I think we're going to get some goals here in this game. I really do, especially in Colorado. If it was in Vancouver, I probably would have considered the under. But if we're in Colorado here, I like the over in this game. Over 5.5. It's not at 6. So that's where I stand. Give me the Canucks money line, Canucks +1.5 in the puck line, and the over 5.5. There you go. All right, 2 games left. Let's do it. I got 2 minutes left, so perfect timing. Minnesota Wild at the Vegas Golden Knights. Over under at 5.5. This is a pick'em game. 65% of the money is going towards the Vegas Golden Knights, though. Knights 3-3 at home, 1-5 when covering the puck line at home, and 6-4 with the overs. Wild 5-2 on the road, 2-5 when covering the puck line on the road, and 7-3 in the last 10 with the overs. All right, I'm on the Vegas Golden Knights here. Small number, I like it. Minnesota played, again, back-to-back games. They destroyed the Coyotes last night, and they go to Vegas. But I like the Knights here. I like the Knights here in this spot. I do. Again, it's a pick'em game pretty much. So give me the -110 money line spot for the Golden Knights and the over 5.5. Vegas, Minnesota Wild. I'm considering the first period over here as well. All right, we hit it last night, and I think we could hit it again here tonight. I think the Wild is capable of a goal. We know Vegas is capable of a goal as well. So there you go. So give me Vegas money line, over 5.5, over first period as well. And last but not least, Anaheim Ducks at the Seattle Kraken, over under at 5.5. Seattle -170 in the money line, only getting 40% though. 60% of the money is going towards Anaheim, that +150 spot. Seattle 3-2 at home, 3-2 at home and covering the puck line, and 6-2 with the overs. Anaheim 2-1 on the road, 5-1 when covering the puck line, and 6-4 when it comes to the over. Well, this is a bingo, bango, bongo play for Philly Pete here tonight. Seattle wins on the money line here. Okay, Seattle wins on the money line. Anaheim covers that puck line at +1.5, and it's going to go over here. So give me a 4-3 Kraken game here. Honestly, I like the Kraken here. Anaheim does cover, and I think it's going to go over. 4-3 Kraken. That's how I'm feeling, and that wraps up the show and my week. So I hope you all have a great, great weekend. Be safe, and I'll talk to you guys on Tuesday. Bye.
Well, we almost had a fallen chair.